Homework. So in Chattering, let's do a little something. Right now, we don't actually get the descriptions anymore, do we? Because now we're just building this room object on the fly that only has the name. To get the descriptions, I think we would have to store the list of rooms all the way back up in main, not all the way down in room list. So, in preparation of that, how about we move the list of rooms in state to main. And then be sure that the description updates appropriately when changing rooms. If you're not sure how to do that part, at least do this part. But basically the idea is that in main, if I had my list of rooms here, what load room could do is instead of this.setState room, I could say this.state.rooms square bracket, whatever room name. I could accept a room name as the argument here instead of a room object, and then look that up and set that as the room in state. That's the general idea here. So that's a pretty big hint. Make that happen. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Add. What I do in main. Yeah, I added that in state. Let's not commit that. I'm just funning. All right. All you're going to do here is add day 9 homework. But that's not all. It's also party time. And there ain't no party like an API party. Right now, I have this nav links component, but there's only one link for GitHub. Boring. Let's add another one. So app.js, here are my nav links. Let's add another one. Add a new LI. And then there, let's add a nav link to homework. And let's have that, we're going to need a route for that. So we have a route path GitHub, component GitHub. Let's make a route path equals homework, component equals homework. We don't have that component yet. Let's import it. Import homework from /homework. Doesn't exist yet. Add a new file. Homework.js. I'm probably going to want a homework.css too. Why not? Homework.css, just a little bit of CSS there. That's good. Homework.js, I'm going to make a new component. So now, I got 2 links. Should change orange. Did I finish making my route? Let's see. Nav.js, nav link to homework. Slash, forgot the slash. Don't forget the slash. Axl Rose tried that for a few years, and it just wasn't as good. Yep. Buckethead just ain't slash. All right, here we go. See? Oh, and now, your turn. You've seen an example of how to route to new pages and fetch data from an API. Your assignment, should you choose to accept it, and you should, is to add some more routes to the API party and fetch data from your favorite APIs. The API you choose is up to you, but be sure to get some data and try to display it in a visually pleasing way. If you don't have a favorite API, here are some suggestions. Google Maps, the Pokey API, Open Weather Map, Spotify. Use your imagination. Do something fun with it. Some APIs may require you to sign up for an API key. Don't freak out if you see that. You can probably sign up for one. It'll give you an API key, and you probably just have to add it to the URL. Something like adding a query string. Query string, this is that thing that happens when we don't prevent default. So like question mark API key equals some nonsense. So don't panic if it asks you to do that. Just add it to the URL. No big deal. You can sign up for an API key. Some of them require it, some of them don't. But you can do it. I believe in you. Have fun. Make it do something cool. There are usually some fun results out of this. Make your own Pokédex, whatever.